What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett from Rants Us. As always, with me is my co-host here on Rants Us, Lance. Say hi, Lance.
Hey guys.
As always, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. All right, so is Dead SOA member in Mayans Season 2 finale? Is it a familiar face? What do you think?
I really don't know at this point. I think it really could be, but I think also it could just be like a curveball for us. Like they just want everybody speculating, and I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of thought that it was. I kind of thought it was Montez, but he's in the trailer, so it's not him.
That's what I thought it was too, because I thought they had showed enough of the profile that I was confident that that's who it was. But
I mean, do you think that it could be like, I don't know? Do you think it's going to be a lesser known one, like Rain Quinn or I don't know, Les Packer? He made some appearances in it. I mean, do you think it could be one of them, or do you think it'll be somebody big like? Happy
it could, but
Chibs?
I don't think it's Happy or Chibs. I don't think it was Happy. I know a lot of people probably do, but I don't see them giving Happy a death like that. Like,
I feel like that would be such a wasted character death if they gave Happy that death.
I absolutely agree with that. I even thought maybe it would be kind of like a cool thing, since Kim Coates has his own show now.
Mm-hmm.
If they had kind of brought him in as like a guest appearance, yeah.
Oh my goodness. The fan outrage for that would
exactly.
Be never
But the thing
ending.
is, if they did that, you would absolutely know that a war is about to go down. If they had killed someone like Tig, there's going to be hell to pay.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
And so I feel like if they had done it that way, it would bring a better dynamic to the show than if it's just somebody we don't really give a shit about.
Like bring out a have good, that would be good reason for an actual war. I mean,
exactly.
That's
what I'm saying. There's got to be. You kill somebody like Tig, who is such a prominent member of this gang. There's gonna be retaliation, whether you try to talk your way out of it or not. It ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, I know. I actually agree with you on that one, but I don't think that they would.
I don't think it's gonna be.
To do it.
See, I would if I was the showrunner. I definitely would be.
I think. Right now, when it comes to Mayans MC, you have enough fan support that you could do something like that, like where it wouldn't just completely and totally ruin the show. But I mean, I think that would still be. It would be interesting, but it would still be kind of pushing the limits of what fans would accept. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, I'd be good with it.
You'd be good with it? I don't
know.
Tig's
not coming back. Tig's not going to come back. He's off doing his own thing anyway. So that would be a way to set it off.
Now that I think about it,
without having to really sacrifice one of your characters.
Yeah, now that it's not, we know it's not Montez now. That just to me kind of
I know a lot of people think it's Hap, but I don't think it is. I really don't.
I don't think it's Happy. I think I mean that would be such a lame way to.
And the same thing is that would be the most boring way to start a war between SOA by it being Happy or Chibs.
And would you want them starting a war over a Happy? Like, I really wouldn't necessarily want that. I know you were. I know.
I'm a big Happy fan. So
you and I disagree on that one. Like, I wasn't like Happy. I enjoyed his character on SOA, but I didn't. Like, he wasn't big for me. Whether he died or lived on Sons of Anarchy or on Mayans really doesn't affect me one way or the other.
I think that if he had died early on SOA, I would have been like, oh well. Yeah. But towards the end, I really got to where I really liked Happy, and I really enjoyed the directions they were trying to go with him on Mayans to just kill him off right now, and end that would kind of be lame to me.
But I kind of feel like if they kill like Quinn or any, or like I said, that Packer or any of one of those, I kind of feel like that would be such a wasted opportunity for it to be something
That's what I'm
big.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, okay, I'm Chibs, and you killed off somebody like that, I'd be like, well, okay, whatever. Like, I know that kind of seems like I'm a dick, and maybe I am. But if you killed off somebody like Tig or Happy that Chibs was actually hands-on close with, then he'd be like, I don't care what any of y'all vote, we're going to war.
Well, it's like almost like Coco on Mayans. He got blinded, and Bishop's kind of like, still not going to war over that, buddy. Like, it's kind of like one of those things, those moments where you're like, you're just not big enough of a character for us to go to war over. So yeah, would I want him to go to war over Rain Quinn or
I think that's kind of like a spit in Coco's face, because I feel like he sacrificed enough for that club that he should be considered.
I do too, but let's just face it. If you killed off, I don't know, say Angel, in a similar situation, they'd be going to war. They're not going to war over.
The reason I think that is ridiculous, though, is they won't go to war over Coco, but if something happened to EZ, I bet they would.
Oh,
he literally just patched in.
Yes, I actually agree with you on that one. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not. It's more of who's got airtime, who is fan favorites that they'd be willing to do it. That's why I say, if you go and you kill off a lesser SOA member, I feel like you just wasted.
I feel like that's a stupid reason to start a war.
Yeah, because if that starts a war, you're going to be like, that's a guy I don't even remember, and you're starting a war over it. Like, are you kidding me?
I do want to say it's going to be a familiar face, but I'm just like, who? Because I don't think it's Chibs, and I don't think it's Happy, and I don't think they, like you said, I don't think they would be brazen enough to do Tig, but I kind of wish they would, just because it would be a great dynamic twist for Mayans, because so far I love the show, but so far there's been no big twist where you're like, oh my God, what is about to happen?
Could it be, I forget his name, but you remember when in the episode where they had Happy hostage and the guy shows up? Could it be
his
him?
Prospect?
Yeah.
See, I don't know, because again, would you start a war over a prospect? I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, that guy, didn't he make some appearances on SOA? I don't
remember.
I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's a prospect anymore, was he?
He was a prospect when they had him held hostage.
Oh yeah, he was, I guess. But I mean,
he was Happy. He was Happy's prospect. So that might would change things between Happy and the Reyes brothers, because right now they kind of got that weird piece. You killed my mom, but you were hired to, so it's okay. Crap going on, and so I mean that would change their relationship, but that's not going to start a war between Mayans and
How crazy
SOA.
How crazy would that be? Happy kills their mom, and then he's like, "Are y'all cool with me about this?" And then if they killed his prospect, he'd be like, "Oh,
exactly.
Now you've drawn the line. Now you've killed my little friend for a year, but I just killed your mom."
So that's why I don't think it's him at all. They're not going to start a war over a prospect even. I just. I do think it's going to be a club member, but I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be Chibs or Happy. Let's just agree on that one.
Let's just put it this way: are you going to feel like it's going to be a letdown?
If it's not somebody important?
Yeah.
I would say yes, because here's my thing about that is, like, me personally, I'm going to be like, this is just not realistic at all. You're going to war over somebody who doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just that, Lance, but I mean, think about it this way. We've had a 16-month wait to find out this.
Y'all gonna have to bring something.
You're gonna have to bring something now. I mean, if it was like a 9-month wait or something like that, that'd be a completely different story. But 16 months?
You can't wait for season 4 to bring the Thunder.
Yeah,
you gotta bring that right now.
Yeah, like, I feel like the wait just
I've waited
almost
2 years.
is enough.
I've waited almost 2 years for this season. Yeah. You're gonna have to give me something.
Yeah, I know. I know
that
might sound like a stupid reason, but the truth is when you're waiting 16 months for something, you're expecting something big. Like you're expecting something worth the wait. And I mean, if it was just like a little prospect or something like that,
I feel like if they. The thing is, I have said this from the beginning that Mayans felt more genuine to me in certain aspects, like as far as like club business was club business, your personal shit was your personal shit. It was more realistic than what I believe Sons of Anarchy was. So for them to turn around and be like, we're going to go to war over this prospect, I would be like, oh gosh, I'm done.
that's where I've enjoyed Bishop more than even I did Jax or Clay. Because I kind of just felt like, okay, well, I won't say Clay because Clay really didn't get the club into personal stuff. But Jax,
You say that because let's think about it like this: he got the club involved with his personal stuff when it came to Gemma getting raped.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah,
and rightfully so. He was pissed. He should have been.
Yeah,
but he got the club involved in that personal stuff. Then when Jax's kid got kidnapped, he's the one that pulled the club Ireland.
Yeah, but see, I will give Clay credit on this regard. When Gemma got raped, it was an intentional thing towards the SOA members. It was basically to show them you're not safe. So you can maybe take that.
It was towards Clay because it was towards Clay though because they said tell your old man this. So that's still your personal.
It was towards Clay.
That's still your personal shit. Like that wasn't. They wouldn't now. Now, they should have went to war with the motherfuckers, not when they found out Gemma got raped. They should have went to war. If you want to go to war and have it be known as club business, you should have went to war when they tried to blow Chibs up.
Yeah.
Because that was an attack on the club.
Yeah,
this was an attack on your wife.
Yeah, so, but I mean, you see what I mean? I could at least, see how he could have sold it as something with the club more than what Jax could with his son, because the thing with Jax's son, that just really had nothing to do with the club whatsoever. Like it just really didn't too much. But I could see
except for the fact that can still be attack on the club because we were supposed to be dealing guns with you, and instead we didn't. So you kidnapped his son.
You killed Half Sack too. I mean, you got that would be something too.
Well, but again, that was a prospect. I mean,
yeah. But I mean,
they were about to patch him in, but he hadn't patched in yet. But
all right, you make a very good point on that. Half Sack was a prospect, and they didn't go to war over Half Sack. So why would they go to war over a prospect now? Like, what's the difference?
Well, because Clay and Jax ain't running the show no more.
True, but I mean, do you think Chibs would? Chibs overall is pretty level-headed. Do you think he would go to war over a prospect?
Okay, he wanted to. Well, let's put it like this: like Chibs is another one that wants the club to act on personal business more than club business too, because he had that personal issue with Jimmy O'Fallon, and he wanted the club to.
Yeah, interfere in. You're right on that. So I guess there is moments where he's not even that. But I would say overall, I would rule out Chibs. I don't
think it was Chibs. I don't think it was Happy.
I don't think it's going to be any of the. Man, if it's
about that long-haired guy,
I'm going to be really pissed.
What was that?
I almost kind of want Tig now.
I'm wondering if it's that long-haired guy that they call dog or dog breath or whatever.
You talking about Rain Quinn?
No, it was somebody else. I don't remember. Anyway, but
I mean, I think personally, I'm
I think if it was me writing this show or us writing this show together, I'd be like, let's make it Tig. Let's really shock the world.
Now that you've brought it to my attention about the Tig thing, I'm actually with you on that. I'm like, it almost has to be Tig or somebody along those lines because you just can't have it just be some
I
random
mean,
prospect.
who else is left?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I
there's no
mean,
one else left. I mean, there's no one else left that could make a
no
significant
one.
thing.
That's what I was. No one that I would be like, let's burn the world for.
Now, Les Packer, of course, he has been on Mayans MC and on Sons of Anarchy. So maybe I could see maybe
But
them going to
but
war
is
over
that is
him.
that really okay? But is that really a death? Is that really a death that fans would be like, oh, they better kill these motherfuckers?
No, no, there's just no way that it is. Like, it just wouldn't be. It wouldn't be
The
something that would
only
draw the
three that
attention.
I could see that would make fans be like, oh hell no, would be Chibs,
Hmm.
Happy, or Tig. And so
And I
I
don't
don't know,
believe it's
man.
going to be Happy. I just don't.
Now, I don't believe that either, but I know a lot of fans do believe that.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of
mean,
fans think it's gonna be, but you know how shows are. When fans all think one thing, they turn it the exact opposite way.
you,
So
you
I
know,
mean,
you know what? Well, I mean, well, let's just throw it out there. Who do you think it is? Like, who do you think it is? You there?
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Say Tig because that's just the only thing that makes sense to me.
You think Tig?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh geez. I'll be honest with you. I'm leaning towards it being a lesser known one. I'm leaning towards maybe it being a
Oh
nobody.
man, I really hope you're wrong because that's gonna be a big letdown.
It will be, but I kind of feel like if you brought in Tig, they might be worried about maybe getting a lot of fan hate on that. And if you couldn't kill Chibs off, I don't think, because Chibs is going to have to play an instrumental role in season 3. So I mean, in Happy you could, but really, would you want to kill him off in that moment? Probably
Well,
not.
I'll be honest with you. You, but the thing is with Happy, I know this from fan sites and everything. That is, if it's Happy,
Hmm.
a lot of people are riot.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of people are gonna be mad.
yeah. I think people would be mad, and probably rightfully so on that one. I know I personally would kind of be a little bit upset if that's the way you kill him. Now, just hear me out on this theory. It could be Chibs, and then Happy takes over, and then Happy leads the charge against the Mayans because of killing their leader, something along those lines. I mean, what do you think? I mean, that could be something that would be interesting if they did that. But I don't know. I mean, that's just the way I kind of look at it. I feel like that would be a interesting outcome for it, but I don't think it'll happen. I really think it's going to be a lesser known person. I really do. I really really hate that. Um, but overall, that is that's all I've got on it, guys. Let us know what y'all think, and take care.